Good day and good evening, good morning, wherever part of the world you are from watching my little channel called Hyperboost. I am your host. My name is Pete. So anyway, today there's a couple of things that happened over this past weekend that is really annoying you guys. And I just have to come clean and I have to come square with y'all because you know how it is. I basically promote a lot of truth on this channel. I just want to make sure that everything that I do, I share with you guys because that's the purpose of this channel. Basically sharing information, sharing what's going on with the builds. The truck is over at the neighbor's house, and this is my 2023 Lexus IS 500F Sport Performance Premium. Yesterday was supposedly the day that we were going to install the wheels on my car. I got brand new, beautiful OS wheels for this car. Man, I'm telling you, it when I'm telling you how beautiful the wheels look on this car, I'm not even exaggerating. And just to give you a preview of what it looks like the rear, because okay, so let me start all over. So when Edwin and I collaborated about getting wheels for this car was about 3 months ago. And about 3 months ago, we ordered wheels for this car. Edwin was on it, he ordered it, and found the specific wheels that we basically agreed on as far as the looks, offset, size, everything. So what happened was the wheels came, and you guys picked up from there, from that video, where they sent us 4 front wheels. Because as you guys know, the Lexus IS 500 is staggered setup wheels. So this is an 8.5 in the front and a 9 or 9.5 in the rear. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, to make a long story short, it is a staggered setup vehicle. So what happened was they sent us 4 front wheels. So disappointed. And the guy, whoever their supplier was, wouldn't send us the 2 correct wheels until we sent him the 2 front wheels back. So we did. Edwin sent it that following day, that Monday. The install was supposed to be on a Sunday. We sent it back on a Monday, and we had to wait a week and a half for it to get there before he sent the wheels back. That took 2 weeks for the wheels to come back, the correct ones. And then we got hit by Mother's Day, and Edwin had a vacation that was scheduled supposedly on the day that we were talking about doing the install. So that literally is months and months and months and months. Well, yesterday was the time that we were supposed, or the day that we were supposed to install the wheels. Everything was good. And boys, I tell you, when I say the flush was freaking perfect, until we found out there was another snafu. So we found out yesterday, after we opened the 2 boxes that came, that there were no hub-centric rings. We told the guy at this guy's, I don't know if, I'm not even gonna call him out because I don't want to disparage people, but we called him and asked him, did you put hub-centric rings? He said they should be in the box. I really hate it when people tell me that, when they say they should be in the box or they should be blah blah blah, because they weren't in the box. We called around yesterday to anywhere within an hour's drive to get hub-centric rings, and there were none. So we had no choice but to order it off of Amazon. Thank goodness where Edwin lives, they get overnight. So the hub-centric rings came, and we didn't want to take any chances. We also ordered new lug nuts. And I know, guys, that we were supposed to have checked it, and it's just one of these things that life sometimes gets in the way. But when you buy wheels, right, you trust they're professional enough to include what needs to be included. That's kind of like me in my business, in the medical business, saying that the person needs XYZ treatment, and I don't provide it because they didn't ask, right? Why would I rely on my patients to ask me what treatments I should give them? I'm the professional. I'm the one who's giving them the treatment, so I should know. So same thing with these guys. We give them a call saying, hey, look, we need wheels. They should know. They should be professional enough to understand that hub-centric rings come with the wheels. They don't have it. Anyway, I digress. So I guess we're just waiting for the lug nuts to come, and it's supposed to come today as well. Amazon came through with our hub-centric rings. It's already at Edwin's. So again, for the third time, we are going to attempt the install tomorrow, Memorial Day. And some of you are probably asking, why didn't you just get tires with your wheels? I didn't want to. I didn't want to allot the budget for a cheaper set of tires than what I have on the stock wheels right now, because these are really beautifully performing Bridgestone Potenza tires, which I didn't want to waste. They're staggered setup, because I know this because this happened on my Evo. I ordered tires with my wheels and they just literally sat in storage until they dry rotted. They still had the little, the little nipples on them, and they dry rotted. I couldn't use them. So I'm not going to do that with these very expensive, very high performing tires. So I will take these tires off and put it on the new OS wheels. Also, by the way, I also asked the guy if he could send the proper badging for the wheels. He didn't send that either. So I guess I will be stuck with rocking some work BS center caps on my OS wheels. Now, am I up badging? Maybe people will think that, but I don't care. It's really not that. I'd rather run center caps than without. Also, this OS wheel is literally the same exact wheel as the one that VS makes. Same exact pattern, same exact pseudo bead lock, same lip, same size, same everything. And I don't even doubt that they're probably made by the same people, but the other one is kind of down badged or whatever. So, but it's the same exact wheel look. Again, inadvertent, happy or unhappy accident, however you want to call it, that I got those center caps. Don't care. All right, so you guys are now up to date on what's going on with the wheels. So hopefully, cross your fingers, guys, that the install will finally be tomorrow. So anyway, today, I want to talk about just some easy things right now. This is going to be a filler upload. I am just trying to upload some content for you guys. And if you guys don't agree or agree with me, comment below. So today, I want to talk about the 4 things that I love about this car. There's more, but there's 4 specific things that I love about the Lexus IS 500. So obviously, we're going to start with this. One of the things that I love about the Lexus IS 500, obviously, is its selling point. This beautiful 472 horsepower V8 power plant that they freaking crowbarred inside this tiny little body. And when I'm telling you guys, if you don't have one of these, I'm telling you, there is something so awesome about how they made this engine. The roar that it makes, it revs forever. It literally revs forever. And 472 horse might not be a lot anymore these days, but for me, who doesn't really daily drive this car, and I love just driving this car on a beautiful Sunday, it's plenty. It is plenty to make a guy like me smile. And when you have a mid-pipe exhaust on this thing, oh my gosh, it really brings out the life of this car. Now, I've heard people put Borla exhausts, axle back exhausts on this, and oh my goodness, it sounds fantastic, let alone GT House. Ooh, anybody's got a GT House exhaust, much respect to you guys, because your car sounds awesome. But for me, this is plenty. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it looks. I love the whole aesthetics. You just can't beat the 2UR GSE V8 engine. This, ladies and gentlemen, as I've mentioned before, is definitely a Hall of Fame JDM engine. This will be one day in the Hall of Fame with the 4G63, 2JZ, the RB26, all those JDM motors that are literally the hallmark of what JDM life is supposed to be. This engine will be in that one day. Trust me on that. Obviously, the other thing that I love about this car, number 2, is the shape. Holy smokes, you guys. The shape of this car, especially when it's slung a little bit lower to the ground like that, with a front wing as well as a ducktail extension on the back, just really brings out the shape of that car. It's like a, I don't know, it's just a rolling work of art. The way it looks and the way how slick it looks. Just so really just one of those shapes that's going to be iconic. The lines of this car. A lot of people don't understand that the way they made the lines right there down by the rocker panel, and it rolls back up onto the door, and how it rolls up over the wheel well like that. Dude, there's shapes and lines on this car that are so well thought out, amazingly well thought out when it comes to the design and aesthetics of this car. And yes, if you guys are asking, that is a front wing for an IS350. I actually, when I bought this from the guy, he did tell me that this was for his IS350, and he wanted to do a carbon fiber one, so he sold that to me on eBay. It is a direct replica of a Tom's Wing replica. Okay, it's not carbon. It is just basically fiberglass or impregnated plastic fiberglass, or whatever they want to call that. But I know the IS500 is about 2 inches longer than the 350. That's why that wing is short. But if you want to look at it right here, and you can see the line on that wheel well, that end, the end of that wing directly goes up in line with that wheel well bumper line. So a lot of people see this and they go, yeah, that fits perfectly. That looks good. And I tell them that it's supposed to be extended all the way back to the white part. They say, no, they'd rather have it like this because it really accentuates the wing in the front. They could see the wing. It doesn't blend into the car, which I really tend to agree. And I love the way the nose cone is shaped like that. It's like a freaking fighter jet. Number 3, the stock wheels that come with these cars are beautiful. These are the Enkei wheels that came with the car stock. Now, there's also a BBS that came with this in a different shape. Basically, if you would take the pointed part where these spoke right here and then spread them out just a little bit, and then take out the center, the ones that are parallel to each other, that would be the look of the BBS wheel. But I love the Enkei wheels on this. Just the symmetry of the wheels really fit well to the shape of the car. So the wheels that I got you guys are almost like this, but they're more kind of like a wider mesh. It's really, really beautiful. So yeah, the wheels that came in these cars, these are so underrated, these Enkei wheels. And if I just wasn't looking for something a little bit more specific in the way it looks to make it more poppy per se, like to make the look of the car pop more, I would have stuck with these wheels. I love these Enkei wheels. And number 4, the interior is awesome on this car. I love the interior of this car. Now, I know this is not leather. There's a name for this. I totally forgot. Forgive me. But yeah, the interior on this car, they say it's outdated, all that stuff. And I've actually mentioned this on the video that, you know, it's part of the 5 things I hate about my Lexus IS500. The interior is a little dated. But yes, it is a little dated. But now that I've owned this car for almost a year, it really is growing on me. It's just so simple, rudimentary. It just literally works for what it's supposed to do. You know, if I go inside this car, these piano black people go, oh, I hate the piano black. Dude, have you seen the ones where they like modded this and put carbon on it, all that stuff? I'm not into it. Some people like it. I just like it the way it is. Nice, clean, simple, useful, rudimentary, with beautiful, like touchable, tangible knobs and buttons. And, you know, it's not all touchscreen. The only thing that I wish that this car would have would be wireless Android Auto or wireless Apple CarPlay. That is the only thing I wish this car had. But my goodness, guys. I mean, you know, the sliding tack, all that stuff that I got from the LFA, the car works for what it's supposed to do. So that's pretty much it, you guys. And I really, honestly, and this is coming from my heart, the way everything that I mentioned today comes from the heart. You know, the 5 things that I hate video, that's kind of like, you know, I really don't hate the car. There's nothing I hate about the car. There's a lot of things that could be improved on the car, but I don't think I would say hate. I guess you could say that the video was more of a clickbaity thing when I say hate, because honestly, I do not hate this car. Nothing about this car. I love the way it's shaped. I love everything about this car. So anyway, Call it what you will. So anyway, that would be it, you guys. That's the upload for the day. And tomorrow, Memorial Day, please send a prayer up for me that the wheels will be installed tomorrow. Edwin is so sick of my text. So anyway, yeah, tomorrow, hopefully the third time is a charm that we get to install my OS wheels on my Lexus IS500. Anyway, I would like to end this video by just saying that you guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Regardless, my new subscribers, thank you. We're pushing towards 1,000 now. We're I think we're at 977 subscribers now. And if you could help a brother out, if you're watching this video, if you just kind of glanced upon this video, just click subscribe. I am not a full-time YouTube creator. I would love to be a full-time YouTube creator and just make car videos for you guys and vacation videos and lifestyle videos and all that stuff. That would be really, really neat. But, you know, at heart, I'm a medical provider. I'm a physical therapist by trade. And I basically like to work with athletes. And so anyway, that's enough about my life. And anyway, tomorrow, if you guys, it's Memorial Day. I'm also a veteran, by the way. So I served 10 honorable years in our United States military. I was in the Air Force. So if you could say just a solemn prayer in your hearts and minds tomorrow for all our comrades that did not come back to hug their families again. That's what Memorial Day is for. So, you know, I've always done a quiet toast for those people. I don't party on Memorial Day. I don't say Happy Memorial Day. Again, that's just me because there's nothing happy about Memorial Day. There are some people that are still grieving with the loss of their loved ones during the time of defense or whatever you want to call it, military action for this country. And regardless of what happens, they did volunteer for that job. And we are eternally grateful to those people who are still willing to do that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Much love, and hopefully you guys have a solemn, quiet, peaceful Memorial Day weekend with your family. I love you guys. Peace out.